Well, in 1966, Chicago became the first expansion team of the modern era, actually the 10th team in the NBA. In 1968, Phoenix and Milwaukee were added as expansion cities. I remember very vividly when I was told Phoenix was a candidate. And my statement, quite honestly, was, Phoenix? How could they give a franchise to Phoenix? There's nothing there.
This desert community languished in relative obscurity in 1968, but a group of businessmen would soon put Phoenix on the NBA map by purchasing an NBA franchise and calling Phoenix its home. But first, Richard Block, who led this group of investors, had to convince then NBA Commissioner Walter Kennedy that this game would not go high and dry in the desert. This new franchise would have a touch of Hollywood. Chipping in to the $2 million purchasing price of the team were entertainers Henry Mancini, Ed Ames, Tony Curtis, Bobby Gentry, and most significantly, singer Andy Williams. It was Williams who bought the biggest chunk, 28% of the yet-to-be-named team.
It was February of '68. By the end of that day, I was being offered the job to come to Phoenix. And I do remember this very, very vividly, and that's being a little bit pressured to make a decision to say yes. And I told the people interviewing me, I said, look, I can't do that. I need to go home, speak to my wife. I have these other options. I'll get back to you in a few days. And then I excused myself and I got to a phone. And I called my wife, and my quote to her was, pack your bags, babe, it's Phoenix. One of the things that appealed to me so much was that, there was a Wild West kind of an attitude in Phoenix back then. And there was a blank canvas, so that whatever would happen, I was going to be part of drawing on that canvas. I arrived in March 1st, and we had to field a team that fall. So we didn't have a lot of time to get things done. We started out at the grandstand. I found an office space at Central and Encano, and that turned out to be our first legitimate office. The name of the team was selected through a contest with the newspapers. We requested names, we were going to offer prizes and so forth. Newspapers like short names. Of all the names that were submitted, well, the Suns seemed very appropriate here. One of the great assets we have in Arizona is our weather, and it's one of the sun capitals of the world. Suns seem to be a lot better than cactus wrens and all the other crazy Gila monsters and all the other names that were submitted, and it was short. Suns was going to fit on that headline a lot easier than one of those longer names.